Indeed.
Hey.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the beautiful Big Play Studios right here on the lake. It's a beautiful shot of the lake. Airplanes about
not a
to take
cloud in the
off.
sky either.
Yes.
That's a private jet right there. I wonder what kind of money up in there.
Hey, sit down.
Oh, just saying. I
See,
got some cousins that need to be on that jet.
Now we're going to have to
there.
change the view. She's looking at the Jets take off right down here at Burke Lakefront Airport.
I wanted to start the show and say, we won, baby!
Exactly. The Browns were victorious. I'm Josh Cribbs.
And I'm Maria Cribbs, and welcome to The Return with Josh and Maria Cribbs. Josh got a special guest holding out on the line for us.
Yes, I do. It's 2021 first-round pick, cornerback. And some would like to say the savior, big-time playmaker, Greg Newsome II. Welcome to The Return.
Welcome to the show.
I appreciate y'all having me.
How you feeling today, man?
Man, a win world of just a lot of emotions, but I feel amazing.
Why y'all do that to us, man? You had me over there stressed out, my hair falling out. I gotta get my hair vitamins back. I'm losing my edges over here, Josh.
You know what?
That was a nail biter.
It was. And they had to dig themselves out of a hole.
Yeah, man.
So Greg, they got they called the Browns back in the day the cardiac kids.
Whew.
And me being a former player, I never knew exactly what that meant. I'm just like, okay, the cardiac kids, okay, I get it.
Cute name. Yeah.
But then I started feeling, I'm like, what is this in my chest?
Palpitations. Like, wait a minute. Why my arm get this shooting pain coming down?
14-0. I'm still trying to have hope. And you guys went out there and battled. I want to hop right into it. The pick six. How did it feel that your first interception in the Browns uniform was a pick six?
Yeah.
Man, I just got to say all glory to God. First, you guys know, dealing with injuries and everything like that, I really didn't know I was going to be able to play until Saturday. Didn't really feel too good. Didn't practice for 2 weeks straight. So for that to be a play that I needed to make was amazing. I was also on the pitch count as well. But, Denzel went down, so I had to step up and play even more than I expected. But, it was amazing. I always say, man, I wonder what my first pick is going to be like. Obviously, last week, if I had played against the Cardinals, it would have been great.
Yeah, you knew it was going to come. You just was trying to figure out what the first one was going to be like.
Oh, for sure. I knew it was going to come, and I was like, I hope it's not a game where we're up 35.
And it don't matter.
It wanted to matter.
Something like that.
It had to matter.
I wanted it to matter, and I was like, against the Ravens, a game we needed to win, man. I was like, it was the perfect time for it, for sure.
Greg, I got to ask you, and I had the pleasure of sitting here, talking to two pro athletes. That first half was ugly. As players, do y'all get discouraged? Like, what are y'all thinking? Like, God dang it, what nigga's going on?
How do you stay
I don't know who I
in?
want to ask for. Because I'm like, okay, do you give up hope? Like, oh my, okay, I can't wait. We'll be off thinking about what you're gonna do when you get off, or do you still find a way to try to
focus?
Yeah, how does that happen for you?
Yeah, we kind of, especially on the defensive side of the ball, any turnovers or anything, we just kind of just focus on ourselves. Like, you ain't see none of us flinch. Like, we seen that first pick. We still sitting on the sideline having fun, talking, smiling. Like that, I think that shows what we built as a brotherhood. A lot of bad teams, something like that were to happen, they'll just break apart and things like that. But I think it started from the offseason of just us coming together, just finding each other out and just actually respecting each other and loving each other as brothers.
Greg, I'm so glad you said that, because now, Mom, you watching right now. This one's for you. My mom feels like when the players are on the sidelines joking and smiling, they not taking it serious. Yeah. Oh, they ready to go home. They know they're going to lose. They wait. So now he's saying, that's just showing that we good. We got this. We not flinching. We not going to let them see us sweat. I like that, because my mom be over here. They trying to go home. They ain't serious. Mom, now you know what they doing. Thanks, Greg, for that.
So,
okay.
Greg, you gave us great insight. Y'all didn't flinch. And a lot of people need to understand, because during the course of that game in the first half, fans who are diehards.
I was flinching.
Yeah, they flinching. They like, oh my gosh. Oh Lord, oh my gosh.
I was like, here we go, Brownies. Here we must go.
Right.
That's what I was thinking.
Right.
Yeah.
So you get your first pick. Denzel, first of all, a lot of people don't know the pitch count. So Maria.
What is that, baby?
So he just came off of an injury. So they were trying to edge him in the game.
Okay, like slowly work him in.
Slowly work Newsome back in the game, get him acclimated.
Newsome or
Newsome.
Okay,
because he had a growing injury.
Okay, all right.
And
you said Denzel.
Nah, Denzel left out with the injury.
The neck injury. Okay.
And so you see Denzel go down. You know automatically, dang, it's about to be a day because you probably expected like, all right, I'm gonna go in, nickel, I'm gonna work in and out, get him a breather. But now
they're like, nah, you full go, baby.
Right, Denzel go down, you gotta hop into action. Tell me how does your mental mindset change, or does it?
My mental mindset really didn't change just because like if you watch our games, it'll be times like you'd be like, why is Denzel out? Why is Greg and MJ in? Why is it MJ and Ward? Now why is it Greg and Ward? Like we're like that all the time. I feel like we kind of created something in the NFL that normally a lot of people don't do. A lot of corners don't sub each other out. And we kind of do that mantra of receivers, if you can see.
Like
so
that.
It'll be certain times it's like that. Yeah, we stay fresh. We feel like we got a whole group of corner ones anyway. So
yes.
We feel like, with one of us off the field, it's not going to make too much big of a difference. So we kind of sub each other out here and there always just to get a quick breather.
I love that brotherhood because, sometimes you got a hater on the team who's like, no, don't sub me out. I need these yards.
Yeah, I'm
good.
Guy.
You over there out of breath like, no, I'm good. Yes. I got it. Yeah.
Like and that happened, Greg. Like it's my turn to get in my series.
You over on the side like, hey, it's my turn. Tag me. You like, I don't see nobody.
And the receiver won't come out. And then look on the flip side, receivers don't be wanting to come in.
Right.
I'm like, hey
you
man,
looking like I need a breather.
I just ran this go route. Like, come on, and you ain't looking.
Yeah.
You don't have no eye contact. Okay, so you guys won that game.
Yeah.
I gotta hit you with the serious question. You won that game. You brought it home to the city. I seen it. I seen you catch the pick six, go, dance and everything, celebrate. The tough question: who's the best dancer on the team?
You know what?
Now, because I see him all day.
Okay.
So Darius be in there.
You be at home practicing like that's how I'm gonna celebrate that joint down there.
Who's the best dancer on the team? Let it be known right now. Even if it is
who got the best celebration?
The best. I don't care. Dance, celebration, whatever.
Okay. Who is that?
Well, now, man, shout out, man, my brother. Hope he's doing well out there in Detroit. It was my boy Peoples, man. Hope he's doing well. But now I got to take the crown for the best dancer on the team. I'm going to take it myself.
I knew he was going to take it. I knew he was going to take it.
I love that.
Okay, you guys, you beat a game. Like, I'm going to take it back.
You really didn't celebrate because you really don't have that much rhythm.
Now, why you got to bring my
rhythm? Because I'm thinking all the PBs you scored. You probably just.
Why you got to do that?
Hey, he kept it safe and just like give glory to God. You did a little.
Just chill.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you the truth, Greg. I celebrated one time. I'm from DC. We listen to Go Go.
Oh yeah.
And we got something called Beat Your Feet in DC. And I scored against the San Francisco 49ers. And I tried to beat my feet. And my friends laughed at me.
They still talk about it to this day.
I mean, and it looked so horrible. I was like, you know what? I'm going to just get the ball back to the ref. Because look, we couldn't celebrate like y'all do now. We used to, if we had team celebration, we get the FedEx package.
Oh, yeah.
The fine in the mail. Yeah, right in the mail. So now that you get to celebrate, I'm like, oh, man, we was getting fined for that. I want to take it back real quick a few weeks to the San Francisco 49ers game. It was a scuffle before the game, but something stuck out to me. And I want to know, will you carry this to the next game? The boom box. I posted y'all coming out. I mean, y'all looked hot. Y'all was ready. I saw it from the opening, when the scuffle, as soon as y'all walked out of the tunnel, you had the boom box and y'all was ready.
Like them men, they ready.
Was that just for that game? Or do y'all plan on doing that again, or is whenever you feel it?
Yeah, so before the week, we were kind of talking about it, like we might do this or whatever. We might do it. Then after the scuffle and just them disrespecting us on our home field, we're like, you know what? Like, I just grabbed it right away. I was like, forget that, we doing it. So now we've been doing it every game. Now I told him, like, if you seen my thing, I said, better tell the lawyers come get us copyright. So I took it from
him. You can only play for 15 seconds. Yeah.
That was amazing. So you guys hear the bulletin board material. Let's say like Jamar Chase and the way he was talking. When teams talk in the media to give the other team bulletin board material, do you guys hear that? And do that gives y'all extra motivation that y'all probably didn't even need?
For sure. I mean, you playing against a bunch of dogs on the defensive side of the ball. So, like,
Absolutely.
I feel like doing that to us is just not smart. Like, we already play with a chip on our shoulder, but for somebody to disrespect us, especially the way Roquan did the first time we played them, and for them to come to our field and actually beat us doing that.
Beat y'all in front of y'all wife and kids? Right.
Right, exactly.
I didn't forget that.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I was keeping quiet about it, but I ain't forget that.
It's personal?
Yes, it's personal. Looking forward to this week. Another division game. Another statement game that has to be won. Or in front of, especially it's Pittsburgh.
Yeah, division game.
Yeah, division.
Yeah.
How do y'all feel going to this game? Talk about this game and what it means to get this victory.
Yeah, we kind of keep the same approach. Obviously, we know the division games are way more important, obviously, for the long run of things, but we kind of keep the same approach, 1 week at a time. And this is the most important game in our season. Why? Because it's the next game.
Right.
That's just kind of how we've been taught, and it's been instilled in us. But it's a huge game. Obviously, 2 teams, 6-3. It can get us tied for first in the division, everything like that. But we kind of just gonna approach the same thing. And right now we're on a revenge tour. That's what we said. We lost to Baltimore, revenge tour. And now it's Pittsburgh's turn.
Oh, revenge tour. I love it. I'm going to let you go. It's Tuesday. I know it's y'all day off.
It's your off day.
The revenge.
Hold on, no, I can't let them go yet. Wait a minute. Because
Okay.
players, they be wanting to know about players behind the scenes. Now, viewers watching Tuesdays, that's their off day. Greg, what do you usually do on your off day? What are you usually doing? Because you're spending your time with us. We appreciate that. But what do you usually do on your off day?
Yeah, so 9 a.m. massage at the facility.
My shoulder's kind of tense. Yeah.
For about 2 hours, do treatment at the facility. Then I come home, chill with my dogs normally.
What kind of dogs you got?
I got 2 German Shepherds.
That's what I'm talking about. I want a cane Corso or a Doberman.
Let me have a big dog.
He got okay. Are they good with kids?
You need them.
See, because I need protection.
They're amazing with kids, though. That's the thing. German Shepherds are they're very protective too. So.
Don't come to Greg's house because you're gonna get just know he's protected. He don't got one. He got 2. Right.
Greg, we had a Maltipoo.
We got a little tiny dog
and a Yorkie teacup.
But
picture me in the NFL having to walk a Yorkie teacup with a pink leash and explain it to guys like, this is my wife. I got my kids.
I want a bigger dog now, Greg.
You need the big. I'm telling you, the big dogs are the best. I'm about to actually get a Rottweiler too. So we'll have 2 German Shepherds and a Rottweiler.
See, and we know he got the plug on where to get them from because I was looking at the cane Corso, a pit or a rock. So okay, all right.
I gotta reach out to him for the dogs.
Right. So we just chilling at home on his day off, taking care of your body. But can we just say we're gonna be praying for y'all for this victory that y'all gonna get this Sunday against them squealers over there.
Squealers, go dogs. Again, Greg, I appreciate you, man, coming to the show.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Have a good day off and go get them, baby. Go get them.
Appreciate y'all.
All right, see you. Look, we got more Return with Josh and Maria Cribbs. Don't you go anywhere. We'll be right back.
We are the Return.
Let's go.
From downtown Cleveland.
I like Greg.
I like him.
You know that's my cousin, right?
That's not your cousin. leave Greg alone.
When black folks like somebody, they call him their cousin.
Yeah,
that's my cousin.
That's my cousin.
Yeah.
On my mama's side. On my mama, daddy, cousin side.
And how you know him? He ain't even from your state. You know, we all related somehow.
We got some good intel from Greg.
Yeah.
They hear that
nice
noise, that bulletin board material that other teams talk about.
Yeah.
Right? They stick together as a unit. They want to have fun. All throughout the game, the defense has an identity that when they're having fun and they're enjoying the game of football, then that's when they lock in and go out there and focus and take care of business.
And can I just say, I love our show. I love how when we interview people, you see we're selective about who we even allow to come on to the show. I like it because I feel like we respect the fact that this is their careers, because you're a former player yourself. We don't try to get them, we don't try to ask them questions to bait them to have a viral moment, because it can be made up as bulletin board material. They can say something off, try to get somebody canceled. So we respect the players, we respect their career, and we just want to have a conversation with you. And so you can see a different side of them. So we're not looking for no viral moments.
Definitely.
But we do appreciate him and his time. But Josh,
absolutely,
it's time for the dogs are barking, baby.
The dogs are barking. So I put up this poll on my social asking last week.
Your polls are going crazy.
Right, they are. I asked, does the game depend more, and this was the Ravens game, does the Raven game depend more on Deshaun Watson performing or the defense stopping Lamar? And it was sort of split, and you can see it right there.
Yeah.
54-46, that's a split.
That's a split. That's
really
almost
split.
50-50.
Yes. And you know why that is?
Why that, baby?
Because it depended on both of them.
Right.
It took both of them. You saw the pick six, the defense, it was 14-0. Defense said, we got you. You just heard Greg, you just heard Newsome say, man, we was
Locked
laughing,
in, man.
Locked in,
Yeah.
no, we was good.
Yeah, you got to block out that noise.
We blocked out the noise.
Yeah.
And I have to give it to some unsung heroes from Sunday's win over the Ravens. Because
I'm like, who the Ravens?
Right.
they the Ravens now. We beat them. They the Ravens.
Yeah, we renamed them. After
They the Ravens, yeah.
So some unsung heroes from Sunday's win over the Ravens that you don't hear. You might not hear from or about. Jordan Elliott, blocked field goal. Gave the Browns great field position, right? A lot of people
Jordan.
not mentioning.
They don't pay attention to stuff like that.
See, Jordan Elliott, he blocked the field goal, reached up there, got through the line, and it was huge.
Okay.
Put us in great field position. Kareem Hunt, that little 1 yard run on the goal line. A lot of people, he has a knack for the football. Kareem Hunt imposed his will against two Raven defenders who weren't ready for the dog right there. They weren't ready for that type of hunt.
Right.
You get to play on words.
Kareem Hunt, hunt,
Kareem Hunt.
They weren't ready for him to hunt it down like that.
Dogs hunt,
Dogs
baby.
always hunt, baby.
They weren't ready. He imposed his will. The Browns' offensive line, right? The Browns' offensive line who held well. They held up well despite down 2 tackles.
Yeah.
Or 3. Like, they were severely depleted this week.
Okay.
You know, DeJuan Jones
A lot of
ain't play.
injuries, yeah.
Wills on IR. You know, so you didn't hear about the offensive line.
Right.
Offensive line played well. That's an unsung
Shout
hero.
out to the O-line, baby.
Shout out to Teller. Wasn't it Teller, Ryan, that he put in some extra work?
Right, like, why you bringing me into this?
Right, he like, hey.
It was him. Uh-huh.
If you guys can watch back that game, when we needed it most, while Deshaun Watson was in the pocket, he got hit and fumbled. Because Teller was doing extra, went and finished up a guy, he was right there to get that fumble. Had he not did more than what was required of him, that would have been the end of the game.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know. Shout out to Teller for that.
Little things you notice.
The little things. And then you got your usual suspects. I don't want to roll through. Amari Cooper, just being a go-to wide receiver, handling. David Njoku, he made angry runs on Good Morning Football. I mean, they finally activated the Chief.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, he was killing.
Okay.
He just ran through somebody and then got another 13 yards after contact. Like, just running through somebody.
Still going.
He was like, I'm the Chief.
Because I hate when they run. I hate when they catch the ball and they fall. Like, keep going. Keep going, baby.
And we wanted it more. Elijah Moore. Finally got it to the end zone. Jerome Ford, that big run, even though the whole team pushed him, even Elijah Moore was pushing the pile. Was able to put us in field position, and he went over 100 yards this game.
Yeah.
J.O.K., Walker. I'm saying the whole team.
It's basically
I'm saying the whole team. This was a team.
You might as well pull the roster out.
Right.
They all did. They all played their part.
Dustin Hopkins. I want to shout out to Dustin because he missed the first field goal, right, to make it 31-31.
Yep.
Now, he could have done like an old Browns team would do and miss another one, right, in the game.
Yeah.
Game over.
Yeah.
No, he came through at the end and won. I want to say this. Buffalo lost at the end by a field goal that Denver missed, right? Buffalo lost because the Denver team, Buffalo had 12 men on the field.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so since we switching gears a little bit.
We're not switching. I'm just talking about
I got a lot to say about that game.
How important the field goal game was.
I know when we used to
teams.
coach our son's flag team and his Pop Warner team or whatever leagues we were on, we would make mistakes. Not necessarily us, and have an extra man on the field.
Right.
I'm not used to that happening in the NFL. So I'm like, wait a minute, how is an extra man on the field? And you missed it, and you go back and shoot it again, and then you make it. It was
not at the most important time.
That's what I'm saying. Whose fault is that?
So
you're not looking like, okay, why are you on the field? Hold on.
Exactly.
You line up, and you're like, wait a minute, you shouldn't be out here.
Last play of the game, y'all saw Monday night. Buffalo had 12 men on the field.
Yeah.
The field goal kicker for Denver missed the kick.
And they got to run it back because it was an extra man on the field.
And moving
when does
5
that
yards
happen?
closer.
Right.
So it's just letting you know how important special teams is because it can win you games, but it can lose you games as well. So shout out to Dustin Hopkins who came back. The Hopkins.
I don't think that's what people are thinking. I think people think that that's part of the script.
No, stop that. I ain't got time to go into no script.
Like, no. Because it's like, how does that happen?
Because look, it's even if it's script, you can't make a guy make it. You know what I'm saying?
Who put the extra guy? Who put the extra guy in there though?
They had 12 guys. Look, Buffalo might not make it to the playoffs while we playing around.
And Josh Allen. Hold on. So when
Buffalo 5-5,
but they got rid of their offensive coordinator,
Ken Dorsey.
And so I was like, okay, Ken Dorsey. That name sounds familiar. Is that Ken Dorsey?
Ken Dorsey.
Get out of here.
That's Ken Dorsey. I don't think
it
was his fault.
That's what everybody said.
He was the scapegoat.
Yeah.
That's what becomes the scapegoat.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about Myles Garrett real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I think Defensive Player of the Year.
Ooh, okay.
Defensive Player of the Year.
Okay, Mr. Garrett.
Because he got a sack in a big-time game that was very meaningful against a big-time quarterback.
Right.
That's a DPOY right there. That's what, when you're talking about a candidate and why, you have to make big-time plays in big-time games. That's what Myles Garrett did. Every defensive stop or defensive accolade that could happen for him, it happened because he's Defensive Player of the Year, because he's that guy. I think he needed to be, I think he wins if he continues on this track.
Okay,
yes.
yeah, he's having a heck of a season.
I'm going to stay with more Browns talk. I gotta keep going. But
we not done?
I want to take another commercial break.
I will be right back. Josh, the first half of the game was ugly. I'm sorry. We have to, the viewer, and y'all know, when Deshaun Watson threw that interception within the first 40 seconds of the game, and they returned it for a TD.
Second play.
Yes. I'm like, here we go.
So let's talk about that.
But I had a little bit of Josh Cribbs faith. I kept the faith.
Let's talk about that.
Okay, let's talk about it.
He throws an interception, pick 6. Then the game is suddenly, before you know, it's 14-0. Now, at that moment, you had a choice to make. As fans, everybody had choices to make. You going to jump from the ship, pile on, and a lot of people piled on.
Right.
They jumped ship, and they was like, oh, that $230 million. Oh, he's some trash. But if somebody was to come to you and say, he threw a pick, second play, we're down 14-0, largely to the bad play of the offense, what could you say the quarterback would have to do to gain or curry favor with you? Right?
Right.
How would a quarterback have to play to make up for what he did?
Right. Yeah.
I don't care what you name. Deshaun did just that. In the second half, he was a quote unquote perfect quarterback. He went 14 for 14 in the passing game.
Right.
Over 140 yards passing. Touchdown. And the intangibles of why we got him, of why we paid for him to come here, was on full display.
And now look, when I seen him go down with the ankle injury in the first half, thinking back as I'm watching the third quarter and the fourth quarter, everything get a little spicy, I was like, you know what? I remember back in the day when a little special someone in my life used to call me during halftime to get like them little pep talks. Because, yes, players do get on their phones in the locker room during halftime. I just want to know, who did Deshaun Watson call during halftime? Because whoever he called and talked to that pumped him up, I need them available every game, baby. That man came back. He played his tail off. Give that man some credit. I don't want to hear any more Deshaun Watson slander. I just don't want to hear it.
See, that brings
he was
my
injured.
Next question.
His shoulders hurt. His ankles hurt.
My next question.
He got himself out of that mental slump. And he came back and he killed it for us.
So,
when does it stop? Give him his credit.
Maria, is Deshaun Watson back? Should all the noise stop? That's the question. Should Deshaun Watson be forgiven?
Should the Deshaun Watson slander cease?
Yeah, for the play on the field, for the bad play on the field. Is Deshaun Watson back? It's just a simple question.
Can you think about how
Deshaun
mentally
Watson
draining it is to know what you did in that first half and to still somehow gather yourself to come back in the second half and just kill it, balls to the wall, I'm going in, I'm going down, my shoulder hurt, I've been messing up on these passes, my ankle is up probably, I thought he broke, I thought the ankle, I thought it was going to be bad.
And look.
And still was willing to like go into overdrive for us. Okay, my passing game is sucking right now. Let me go ahead and get on the field and get some of these rushing yards, baby. Like
I agree 100%.
But I only think with your okay, can I answer your question? The only thing is with the NFL, it's week by week, it's game by game.
God,
so I don't see the Deshaun Watson slander stopping because they only judge you. It's like, what have you done for me lately?
Oh my God, you took the words out of my mouth.
You gonna say that, baby?
What have you done for me?
And that's
lately?
how it works. Unfortunately,
I scored my first touchdown in a brace.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And because I had tore my MCL, the first
you did.
game. And when I got back, I scored my first touchdown against the Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
2 weeks later, the offensive coordinator was like, I mean, that's it? You just going to score one touchdown and that's it? What else you got? And I knew right then and there, what have you done for me lately? So when they asked the question, is Deshaun Watson back? He was back last week. Every week, he has to come back again.
Yeah.
Every time he puts the uniform on, every Sunday, he has to show up. And if he strings a little bit, if he strings these games along, then every naysayer, every doubter, every person who has a problem with Deshaun Watson won't have a problem with him no more as it relates to playing football.
Right.
Because what we saw, what we witnessed, that was football.
Yeah.
That was Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
That was that it factor. That was the reason why they paid $230 million for a play like that.
Yeah.
For that Deshaun.
He did what he had. I felt like he just did what I know that man was probably in so much pain. He did what he had to do to get that win for us.
He's earning the money with playing games like that. No, and there's questions that say, did he earn it? Because it's not over. We got a 5-year contract with. He's earning the money with play like that, and I think it's well justified.
Right.
And I gotta go into Nick Wright because of the first half play. We had trolls. I had a national pundit on First Take. First things first.
Excuse me, I'm like, who is Nick Wright?
Exactly. Who is
who are you?
Somebody talking trash about the Browns. He put up that tweet right there. As soon as Deshaun threw that interception, that the timeline said that he threw that. He put up a tweet that said how many quarterbacks were better than Deshaun Watson. That we could have had better than Deshaun Watson.
A troll gonna troll.
But this is halftime. And then he came after me. He came personally after me.
Do he know who you got by your side?
He came after me. You guys see the tweet right there, right? He said, you wanna run this by? Basically, like, you want to check in with me on this tweet that you had? Because remember, I made that post. You sure about that?
You sure? Oh, he's the guy from that one post. Oh, okay.
So keep that up there.
You saying government names. I'm like, who is Nick Wright?
Care to revisit this? His name is Nick Wright. He's on national.
He didn't add you.
Yeah.
He added you?
He made this comment under the post of me talking about him. Because he said that Deshaun Watson was through.
I'm going to go on United and book me a flight.
Week 2.
Where he live? You know his address? You need me to handle that? That's your light work? That's your light work? Okay, because you know Greg Newsome got the German Shepherds at the house.
Right. Newsome, you know how he gonna handle it with wins.
Okay,
because look, he was another guy saying that the Browns wouldn't do nothing. But more importantly, he said Deshaun was through. He's done. Go back and look at that post. Go back. He responded to me on Twitter. Care to revisit? This was at halftime. Halftime, he said that.
You should have tagged me in. You should like Maria finish him. Like Mortal Kombat?
The fans, our dogs, they finished.
Okay. Shout out to the Browns fans in the land.
We started balling. The Browns fan flooded his Twitter and was like, "How you talking to Cribs? What? Did you see the game? Did you watch it? This aged well. Nick Wright, where you at? Remember I showed you my tweet?
You did.
Because it was silent.
Yeah.
He was completely
You like, where
silent.
he at? No, where's he at?
So
Tell me, have
I
you
put up
seen
a
him?
meme, right? I put that Silence of the Lamb meme.
Oh, with Hannibal.
I put the Silence of the Lamb. I'm like, he's so silent.
He disappeared.
Tell me, have you seen him?
You forgot, there's Browns fans all across the land. They probably tore him up. Hey. Josh,
have you seen him?
Hey. Tell me, have you seen him? Ain't nobody seen Nick, man.
Nobody seen him.
He's in the hiding, baby.
Yeah, so the trolls be out there when it comes against the dogs.
I wonder who his team is.
it don't seem like he had. I don't want to watch him no more. When you talk about a certain team, the way he was talking about the dogs, I turned the show off.
Yeah.
All right, man. Enough with Nick Wright. I don't want to give him no more airtime because I gave him an opportunity to apologize.
And we haven't seen him.
And we haven't seen him.
Have you checked your Twitter today? Your
Silence of the Lambs.
Are you serious?
Silence of the Lambs.
He went to ghost mode.
Casper. Nick is now. I might have to tweet him. Are you Casper the Friendly Ghost?
He like the ghost. You be playing Pac-Man. You eat the ghost, you be invisible.
All right, with that, we're going to take another commercial
We'll be right back.
All right, guys, we got to get into my typical bet that I made last Sunday.
Okay.
It was amazing because everything hit except for one. If you guys read that, I had Deshaun throwing 2 touchdown passes. Mm-hmm. But everything else on the list, he hit. Mm-hmm. Everything. Jerome Ford went over 100. He went over 100 yards. I aimed low. I said 40 plus. And it would have got me plus 1,100. So listen, man, I'm telling y'all once again, check out my typical bets, man. Them things be golden, man. I did, however, I'm going to talk about the Steelers this week.
Okay.
Well, this is Steelers week.
Okay.
And we have to do that. I don't want it to be a trap scenario. The Steelers have a knack of staying in the game, right? Mm-hmm. They stay in football games. Mm-hmm. We have to do a good job of keeping them where they belong, not in the game. Every game they won, for the majority, they've been outscored early, but they have less stats on the ground, rushing and passing, and somehow Tomlin gets them to win.
Gets it done. They know how to finish games.
Yeah, so my typical bet for the Steelers game is going to be very interesting because the only thing that keeps them in the game is their defense. They hang around long enough, and then they find a way. So as the Browns can't do that. Kevin Stefanski has to do a great job, and he showed a lot of emotion last week on the sideline. But he has to do a great job at switching up. He got to keep with them screens and mix it up. They might be ready for them screens.
I like how he does that, though.
I like how he changed the game plan up at halftime. Start going 12 personnel. I mean, we asked for Coach Stefanski to bring it, and he brought it. Be that guy again. Coach Stefanski is doing a phenomenal job. He's overcoming all the critics, and he's coaching, I think, on a top-tier level. When you're talking about tiers, Coach Stefanski right now with the team he had to deal with, he's coaching at a top-tier level. So
like, I got to. Y'all calling for my job, man. Well, I got bills to pay over here.
Shout out to him, man.
Can I just say this before we move on, Josh? You're not going to believe what happened to me as I was at home watching the Ravens and the Browns game.
Tell me. Go ahead.
So we have YouTube TV, right? That's our streaming services. For some reason, we're down, I think it was like 31-17 in the fourth quarter. My screen goes blank, and it says you have too many TVs watching. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
And so it cut my game off. So I'm yelling and screaming.
You have to go back in, and then it'll cut somebody else's off.
Who's watching who's on our account?
Our daughter.
Me, you.
My dad.
Your dad?
Yeah, my dad got,
You gave him the login?
Yeah, I gave some.
The game just cut off. I'm like, what is going on? I didn't know what to do.
That might be my fault.
I better go to BW3s and finish watching the game. I said, what is going on?
Look, your mom.
So that cannot happen against the Steelers.
Your mom wanted me to shout out Lisa Burgess. She said she watched the show.
That's our cousin up in Connecticut. Yeah.
And she couldn't wait for the show to come on. They were talking about Michigan, how they didn't like the coach crying. They was like, oh, why he cried like that, and why did he cry? And I wanted to.
So I did watch the Michigan game, and I did happen to see that.
You didn't like that either. Nobody liked that.
So I want to make so it's this whole thing about whether men should be crying or not, and for some reason. Because I asked you, I said, Josh, is that a bowl game?
Shout out to you, Lisa.
Yeah, okay, shout out cousin Lisa and her husband. Actually, my cousin Lisa, y'all know that she got an African prince as a husband, right? For real, he's from Africa.
Oh, really?
And so we're supposed to go to Africa with them. So whenever you want to set this trip up, we have a man here named Ken Miles. He's the head of Big Play over here. We're going to have him pay for us to go somehow, and we'll film it all and show the viewers.
Highness.
So we're going to go to Africa on Ken's dime.
Your Highness.
King gonna call me like, what? No.
Right. Go ahead.
So what I'm saying is, I watched the game and I seen him crying at the end, and I know it's like some Coach Harbaugh's going through something.
Yeah, Coach Harbaugh.
He's been sat down for a while.
he got set down, suspended for the year.
Right. So when that coach won that game, I see him crying.
I said, why is it? Tears of joy.
I know. So that leaves the question, like, are men not allowed to cry?
They're not.
Because even that guy, I think his name was Caleb Williamson. Right. He was a QB who the media got backlash because they filmed him after a game. He was so emotional. He went up in the stands and was hugging his mom. And he was crying.
I don't see
wait a minute, are men not allowed to cry? They got emotions too, especially when a game is so stressful and so
very important moment. Right? He had just won a game after being the interim head coach. Mm-hmm. Michigan is a renowned university,
right?
Who they're playing really well,
and
under his leadership, they won a huge game in front of hundreds of thousands of fans.
Okay, so that's why,
moment.
Right?
Man, I could say, you can say you didn't like it, but keep that to yourself.
No, but it's certain. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a dominant woman. Some women, we have to grow and mature from that. When we
hold on.
If I don't see a man, I don't. Okay, viewers.
Seem like you like alpha and like I'm a beta.
No, we're both dominant. We're both very alpha. There's two alphas in the house, and it gets. No, I'm not making you dinner. You are gonna make me dinner. You make your own dinner. Yes, that's y'all know what goes on in our house.
Lions in the house.
But as we getting older, the lions they getting gray hair. We just like, all right, you mad? I'm mad too. Let's go.
I ain't Simba. I'm Mufasa. I ain't get killed in Mufasa. Nah, Scar didn't get me.
And I'm scarred.
I punched Scar out. You scarred though?
Josh, listen to me, baby.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm trying to make a point. Viewers watching at home. Some of y'all might be real traditional. Think about, have you ever seen your father cry? And you're probably like, no. Have you ever seen your father cry?
No.
And so that's the thing.
Even at funerals, I'd be like, Pop, I know, right? And he'd be like, yeah, son, it was tough. And be looking, I'd be like, dang, did he cry before we came or something?
Maybe.
But no, he just was a Marine. My Pops was a Marine. Shout out, Pops. But
and your mom and dad were Marines, actually.
Steadfast at the funeral. We was all.
So I think I am one of those women. I don't want to come home. If I come home and I see Josh on the couch crying,
you know it's a second coming.
I would know something is seriously wrong. But then when it's something like a football game, and what you say?
I said the rapture came and we still here. It ain't too many things that'll make me cry.
They done left us.
Like, baby, the kids' clothes right there.
I didn't say that many curse words. Wait, come back and pick me up, man.
I'm like, here's a God. I told you it was.
Josh, can you just let me get through my story?
Why you got horns sticking out your head? It's like, nah, I'm just playing.
We've gone to the underworld.
I told y'all.
So I understand how some women feel like men, seeing a man cry kind of just takes them back a little bit because we're not used to it. But I think men should have safe places to cry. When you win a game of football, you ever watch a football game, it can get tense. You know, how we almost had a heart attack watching the Ravens game. So, so he's okay. He's allowed to cry. He's happy for himself. Okay. All right, so let's get into Hate Family.
Yes.
Or commercial first.
So take a break.
We got to take a break. We'll be right back. Hey, what's up, family? Hey, what's up, family? Hey, family, what's up? Hey, family, what's up? Hey, family. Hey, what's up, family? I got a quick question. Hey, family, what's up? Quick question. Now, since football season has begun, you feel like your partner hasn't been giving you enough, not alone time, but just enough attention. How do you handle it? Now, Josh, you might be looking at me like, is this even a thing? Yes, we have women that are complaining that their men are spending too much time because football don't just come on Sundays. It comes on Mondays, then it comes on Thursday night football, and then if your man watch college, he's tied up all day Saturday too. So what you making them faces for, Josh?
I'm just saying, is you directing this at me? Do you need more attention from me?
I'm good. I'm not really. Would you say I don't require that much attention?
Well, you did try to cuddle up with me the other day, like, can we just hold each other? And then you were surprised that I was like, yeah.
For the first time in forever. I don't require that much.
I was shocked. I
am not that kind of woman. I don't need that much attention.
Flabbergasted. I was like, what? I was like, we're going to touch? You mean touch?
Josh, can you please?
In the bed? With our clothes on?
Can you please? We do have two children. We touch sometimes. Good.
Yeah, I mean.
So what I'm saying, so I was thinking like this, like, okay, maybe men that are single should not be trying to actively date someone during their particular season of sports that they like, because football season can be a lot for you. What?
The woman and the man could do something he would like and enjoy the football with him. Pretend.
But see how men go, they'll look at that as being a date. And us women, like, that doesn't count as a date. Me going to your friend's house, sitting watching 3, 4, 5 games on Sunday, and actually I missed church. That's not a date.
Well, you do something he like, And then in turn, he got to do something you like. It's a compromise. When two people come, it's a compromise. You're supposed to join, not separate.
You don't even see where he's willing to say, okay, maybe we could, maybe have a schedule of the. Okay,
it's going to be football
on Sunday. See,
it's going to be
he didn't even compromise.
And on Sunday,
but does it have to be?
It's the Lord in football.
If you only watch, if your team is the Browns,
in our house,
what are you doing watching every game on Sunday, every game on Monday Night Football, every game on Thursday Night Football?
Listen. Now, that's
the Browns play
blasphemy.
once a week.
In our house, even on Sunday, Jesus on the cross with a jersey on and some eye black on. Jesus like holding the pom-pom up on the cross like.
Go ahead and keep the party started.
Go team. I'm just playing.
So what do you do,
before
John?
y'all say, oh, you can't do that. Jesus, hey, the Lord gave me my humor.
God made us this way, so y'all take it up with God. Do we have time? You didn't reach a resolution. Do we have time for one more Hey Family, Ryan, or no?
The resolution was you meet in the middle, compromise.
Okay.
Take a break.
All right, we're gonna do one more Hey Family. I got this one now. Okay, Josh, look.
Hold on, you want to take a break first?
Okay, take a break.
Commercial?
Okay.
Yeah, take commercial.
But should they be dating during the season?
Yeah.
Should they make time for their significant other during football season?
I already said it. Yes.
So you can call it. Some Sundays you don't need to watch the game.
No, you
got
to
go to commercial. We'll be right back.
You're gonna watch the game.
Okay, this is my second Hey Family, Josh. You know the holiday seasons are coming up, right? And I had to write this one down.
Get rid of your girls.
Significant.
Get rid of everybody. You ain't gotta buy them no gift. Is that what you about to say?
This is the second Hey Family.
My bad.
Okay, listen. You love your significant other, but you don't necessarily want to be around their family for the holidays. What do you do? This is a good one right here. Now, I had to,
Go ahead, get yourself in trouble.
I ain't gonna get myself in trouble because I want to eat some collard greens and stuffing and cornbread.
Yeah, we going to my house. We're going to D.C. We usually have Thanksgiving, Christmas stuff at our home.
And so since our tradition is our family coming up from Columbus all around Cleveland to come to our
family?
And it's not my fault your family don't come.
Family?
It's not my fault your family don't come.
Your family got to drive 2 hours. You mean to tell me one time?
Oh, now Cleveland too far. Your family ain't have a problem driving to Cleveland for football games. They can't come to Thanksgiving.
No, I made my family not be Washington fans. They had to be Cleveland fans just because of me and drove 6 hours.
But Josh, as you see, this Hey Family kind of touches home right here for us. We've started a tradition at our house for Thanksgiving. And now you want to rip everybody away from that tradition that's been going on for like 5 years.
I invited your family to D.C.
That's not the same.
And I told my parents, I'm like, look, we're going to have more people come to D.C.
Okay, well.
So
what do you do? Not in our case.
I want Rose. I want your mama there.
She got to work.
I want your uncles there.
They got to work.
So then
they police officers,
anyway.
they postal workers, they got jobs.
So they
work on the railroad.
Anyway. So what you worrying about?
They can come 2 hours and go right back home. They can't drive to D.C. and come back, get hotels and all that.
Plan.
Okay, so say
we'll leave them to keep.
Okay, but say for real, seriously, say you're dating someone or you're married to someone and they don't really want to spend the holidays with your family. I was thinking about this, and from my own personal perspective, and my girlfriends, we talk about things like this. Sometimes it's not that they don't like your entire family. It might just be one person that rubs them the wrong way. So maybe sometimes you can ask, hey, is such and such going to be there? Because you might be missing out on a whole family get together, and the person you're trying to avoid might not even be there.
So but if you just have to deal with it. You can't mess up. Because
if you love someone,
you can't mess up your whole Christmas or your whole vacation. You
can't.
You don't like one
person. And if you love someone, they came from that family, so their family must have done a good job in, providing the characters and integrity. Did
I say how beautiful you look? I like you rocking that natural, girl. It's something about it. Something about it that stirs in my soul.
I'm gonna go home and I'm putting my robe on and my sweatpants.
Ain't no robe. I'm like, baby, wear that hair like you wore it on the show.
That was only for our viewers, baby.
Take care of your man like you talk about on the show.
So, Josh, are you okay with what if somebody doesn't want to visit their families?
I think that's wrong. That's setting a bad precedent. Push through for your man or for your significant other, and then learn to deal with it. Learn to move on. Stay away from that person. Be on the phone. Let your significant other know, and then y'all can handle it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. See, Josh, he good for
Yeah.
And I like having Greg on the show today.
Somebody gotta have sense.
Yeah.
We both can't be knuckleheads.
The family's not that bad.
We got one knucklehead.
Now if they can't.
We got one on the show.
Now if they can't cook, don't go, because you're not gonna waste. Why would you drive all that way to someone's house and the mama can't cook?
Hey, we love y'all.
Is your dad cooking this year or your mom?
My mom and my dad cooking.
Your dad cooking. All right, that sounds good.
We love y'all. We want y'all to know, go Dogs.
Go Dogs, baby. Let's go. Keep the positivity going. We're going to beat those Steelers. And look, we'll see y'all next time on The Return with Josh and Maria Cribbs. Have a good one, y'all.